How's it going, everyone? It's Sam. We are doing a much requested video today on ZOM stock. So I've had so many people reach out to me in Patreon, on YouTube, in Instagram, emails about ZOM stock. So it comes with no surprise to me that people want to see this because look at some of the people that have been covering this. Chris Sane, Ken and Grace, Your Pop, these are getting tons of views, and it's a massive amount of views. Apparently, even Carol Baskin's talking about it, which I don't know anything about that, but a lot of people are looking at the stock because it's moving up very quickly. If we take a look just at the price chart, it's up 39% today. Just from a month ago, it is up about 679%, and it just keeps on seeming to move up every time that I look at it. So I'm going to cover this one. I'm going to tell you about another stock that I bought today, one that I have not bought before, but it's a SPAC with limited downside. I'm not even putting in the title, but stay through to the end for that one because it's an interesting one, but it doesn't have enough meat to it to make its own video. So I'll explain that here in a second. But I want to go over ZOM first. So if you guys like this, please leave a thumbs up. I appreciate that. If you guys want to hit subscribe, I appreciate that too. We're so close to 80,000 subscribers. I think we can get there maybe by the end of the day. I hope. So definitely be a part of that. If you haven't already subscribed, I really appreciate it. If you guys want 4 free stocks through WeBull, you can sign up down below. Just deposit $100. You can go up to $3,700, and you can buy things like Bitcoin on there now too. And you can buy pre-market and post-market hours if you haven't already used WeBull. It's really useful. I use it myself for my growth portfolio. And then last thing, if you want to join the Patreon down there, I think so many people are talking to me about ZOM because we've been correct on so many stocks recently, and I'm just taking a look at some of them recently. We bought into TRXC at $1.03, sold it off yesterday for $1.77. Also bought into HAP yesterday, right after the market closed. We bought in at $2.20 and then sold it today at $2.40. So nice 10% return, or maybe it was $2.42. Nice 10% return. BNGO we bought in at $1.25. Just really early on, you can see here we bought in on the upswing. We also bought Check, made a nice 30 or 40% profit on that one in a few days. And then CLSK we've been buying since 18 and a half. So we've been buying a lot of penny stocks, but we've also been buying some other stocks that have done really well. And I'll explain the other stock that is starting to move up, but I still think it's a good value here in a moment. So ZOM stock is the one that we're looking at today. It's a pharmaceutical company, but it's in the pet space. So a lot of people have been looking at this. The pet space is kind of blowing up this year just because of the fact that people are at home so much with their pets. Now, they have a couple different products. I have not invested in this company, just to make it clear. I have not bought it, but I should kind of wrap up what I was saying before, that if you do want to join the Patreon, I tell you exactly what I buy and sell in real time. So back to this though. What a lot of people are looking at is their commercialization for Truforma. So right off the bat, looking at their financials, they don't have great financials. So they've been losing money. I mean, a lot of these penny stocks do. They lost $5 million for the last 3 months. And then over the 9 months, they lost about $12.7 million. Now, a lot of this is loss leaders just to get up to the point where they can start making money on this product. But I'm cautious about this just because it's been moving up a lot. Of course, it could do really, really well, but I'm a little bit cautious on this. So looking at their pipeline, their products aim to help veterinarians and their teams get better answers faster via breakthrough technologies and by improving existing tests to accelerate speed to result while increasing sensitivity, specification, and performance. So they have this point of care biosensor platform, Truforma. So they've been partnered with Corvo Biotech to collaborate on the development of a collection of rapid vet diagnostic assays with the goal to deliver reference lab performance at the point of care. So this seems like something that could do really well. So it's gonna make the testing time a lot quicker. So something to keep in mind is the fact that they really don't have any revenues as of now. So right now they're just losing money. I mean, if we look for revenue, Yeah, they only have one spot where it actually talks about revenue and it doesn't even give the revenue. So right now they don't have any revenue. To be clear, I've not invested in the stock, and for me, it just moved up so much since I heard about it that I don't really like to invest in penny stocks, I guess, that have moved up so quickly. And of course, sometimes that works out well for people, but I have to remember, a month ago, it was 16 cents. So it's already moved up 718%. I typically don't like to invest on that side because usually what I see is after it jumps up like this, there's a little bit of a dip and then it can go up or down or whatever from there. But I've just found so many other places to put my money that I haven't felt the need to throw it in this just because it seems a little bit more speculative. Of course, they do have some important dates coming up, which I'll go into in a second, but I just haven't personally bought it myself, and we've done well in other positions. So again, I don't feel too bad about it, but they do have an important date coming up. They're expecting March 30, 2021 as the expected commercialization date for Trueforma. So I think a lot of people are coming in thinking that, okay, in March, they're going to commercialize this and they might see a big bump in revenue. Now, that could be a good catalyst for it, but it could also dump off in the short term. So I would keep both of those into account. I would keep both of those on your mind as you're moving forward. Now, a company that I am investing in, and I just bought it today, I hadn't heard of it before today, I'll be honest, is BTAQ. Now, I bought in right under $11, $10.90 or 92 cents, something like that. We're up a couple percent so far. I bought in a decent position for what I normally buy in. So this is an article just from Benzinga, and there have been a lot of articles covering this SPAC recently, but they list it as one of the top SPACs to invest in, I believe. They're targeting the technology and enterprise software markets. The SPAC is led by Leo Apotheker, the former CEO of HP and SAP. At SAP or SAP, Apotheker helped transform the company from a single product to a multi-solution business. The SPAC is targeting a company in the US, Europe, or even possibly Israel. eToro is one of the companies listed as a possible merger. So with this one, I just feel like it's at a very low value. So I'm kind of using it, and this is how I explained it to my Patreon members. I'm using it almost as a store of value. So the real risk to me is that it could just be a place to park your money. But at $11.10, these SPACs can really only go down to about $10 before the merger because you can call into your broker and get that $10 per share back. So right now there's about a 10 to 11% downside on this company. So I think the real risk, like I said, is just that your money sits there for a little while if they don't have anyone that they buy. So what I'm using it is I'm putting my money in there. If there's some other opportunity, I'll take it out. There's a limited downside risk. But if they announce who they're merging with, if it's someone with a big name, I think it could move up quickly. So I hope you like this. Hopefully I didn't piss you off with ZOM. I'm not feeling great about where it is, but I see that there are some catalysts coming up that could push it up from where it is now. But I'm curious your thoughts on this and on BTAQ. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys want the link down to Patreon or if you want the link to WeBull, they're both down below. I appreciate it, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.